And also, I understand you have a liveaboard.
Yes, we also purchased. This happened last
something.
year, actually. So we're now involved in every facet of the scuba diving market, whether it's the equipment that you wear, whether it's the training that you need, or whether it's the holiday experience that you're looking for. So we also own liveaboard.com. Liveaboard.com is, I think, the biggest of the liveaboard travel agencies worldwide. So our involvement with them means that we can take a diver on a complete journey now, from the very first steps into their open water course, right through to the continuing education, right through to even helping them choose the holiday destinations and everything else that they'll be taking over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. Sorry, that's my other phone. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, I'm glad you did that and not me, because I've forgotten to turn my phone off as well. So.
It's the landline number. I always forget to turn that one down.
There we are. Mine will ring any moment now. So.
Yeah, bound to. So it's what we were trying to do was create a one-stop shop. So the dive centres that we work with, because obviously on the training side we are dive centre only, the Scuba Schools International don't trade with independent instructors. Everything has to go through the dive centre. Obviously on the Marriage branded product, everything is sold through a dive centre or a dive retailer. And all of the dive centres that we work with also work with holiday companies to be able to offer holidays. Now you can do everything as just by having an account with a head group, and that's actually quite a strong statement. No other manufacturer or brand in the industry can make that claim. So for us, it's quite an exciting time, and it's just a case now of developing these individual projects so everything is working in synergy with each other, and that's still an ongoing process. But actually, it's starting to come together now, when we can start to see the results and how things are going to look in 1 year, 2 years time. So yeah, it's quite an interesting development of the business and how we see things going forward. But that was the intention. We wanted to make ourselves a one-stop shop. Everything you need to run a diving business, you can get from us.
And do you have a very big presence in the States? Are you moving that way, or are you mainly Europe?
We have, I'm not sure what the market share figures are for the States. Globally, we've always been in the top 3 of the various different brands that operate in the worldwide market. In the States, I'm fairly certain we're still in the top 3. I think, yeah. So we shouldn't be. The differences aren't so great on a worldwide basis, and that's one of the great things about the company that we have, is that we have a massive distribution network.
Right.
So so a diver who buys our products knows that wherever they are in the world, they'll be able to find somewhere that can support that product long term. And that's a great thing to be able to say to people when, of course, we know that most of our customers will be traveling and using these products abroad. You need to know that you can get something repaired if you need to, and looked after if you need to when you're there. And we can certainly offer that. We've always been, we are a European brand, so our highest market shares are in the European community. But we are finding that other markets worldwide are developing more heavily. Asia Pacific market is a very important one for us now, and has been a huge source of growth for us over the last 2 or 3 years. The American market also has seen considerable growth, especially on the Scuba Schools International side, where they were a little bit behind, but now actually they've done a really good job over there and are starting to catch up. And to be fair, you could say the same in the European market. When we first took over Scuba Schools International in the UK, they didn't have a very big geographical spread of dive centres in the UK. So if you're in the south, you would find somebody. More northern places, you would struggle. There was nothing in Ireland, for example. They had one dealer in Scotland that offered Scuba Schools International courses. Now, if you look at the dealer map for Scuba Schools International, you'll find that for every major city, there's someone locally that can offer those courses. We have far more pros in the UK market that can offer our courses, and we've developed the products that are available through Scuba Schools International. So when we bought them, the plan was to invest very heavily in digital applications. So we have a very good app, which of course Scubaverse did a very good review on not so long ago, and we featured very strongly in that because, again, we've done our homework. We tried to figure out what people need to see on a diving app, and we've delivered that. I think we have a really good dive site finder, dive center locator on there. You can get all of your digital training materials from there and refer back to them. It just makes the whole process a lot more simple. And if you're a dive center who is trying to offer courses to multiple languages and things like that, because we have such a strong digital process, it makes it very simple for a dive center to be able to offer our products, because they don't have to worry about keeping 5 booklets in Polish, 5 booklets in German, 5 booklets in English. All of that stock requirement is gone. Literally, the diver will just download the app, download the materials in the language that they choose,
yes,
and read the course materials and then get the assistance from the pro. And it's been designed in such a way that you could even run a mixed language class, because they've even gone so far as to make the layout and the pages and the page numbers exactly the same. So if you were reading the Chinese manual and you were on page 3, you'd be on page 3 on the Polish manual as well. So the pro could take people through, and as long as he can see that on the right page, he knows that they're following the materials.
Yeah.
We've almost gotten rid of the possibility of plagiarizing the tests at the end of the course, because obviously we all know when, if you do the open water course, the list of questions at the end, the answer is no problem. With our digital application, the questions vary. The topics will be the same, but the actual wording of the question, there's a whole database of differently worded questions, all based around the same topics. So if you've got a class of 5 people, the chances, and they're all doing the open water evaluation at the same time, every single student will have a different set of questions. So they can't copy off each other anymore because because they've got a different question to answer. So it takes, you can now say as a pro that if that whether or not somebody's followed the materials and understand the materials and therefore are going to be a safe diver, and that's ultimately what we want to achieve. We want to make sure that when we train people, they have absorbed the information and understand how to react. So yes. So from that point of view, it's a really strong product offering.
Fantastic. Richard, lovely hearing all that, and great talking to you. Seeing you again.
Yes, no doubt. Well, we'll have to organise for you to have a go on the horizon. So
I'd love to come and have a go. No, absolutely. Well, fingers crossed, COVID will let us expand as we want to. And yes. Good luck in the near and distant future. And we'll be in touch at some point soon.
Lovely. Thanks, Jeff.
Just for now. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.